Blumenthal. Frank has been a realtor with BCAR for over 18 years. It might even be longer. Frank, I might have an old bio, but and he's on the board of directors for BCAR. It's his second term. He teaches, and he's also the chair of BCAR's Technology and Communications Committee. He teaches in KW and has served in the region on topics of technology, growth, and opportunities for success in real estate. We also have Timothy Swartz. Tim has been an insurance agent for over 30 years. He's a certified insurance counselor and certified insurance representative. He currently works for AAA Insurance Agency, and he's been there for over 5 years. Prior to this, he was a chief operating officer of an insurance broker, and he was a prior CEO of a 200-year-old insurance company. So we welcome these two experts, and we also have one of our affiliate members, John Devon. John is a senior mortgage consultant at Cross Country Mortgage with a decade of experience in various aspects of the mortgage industry, including sales training and education, reverse mortgage lending, cash out, debt consolidation, and conforming non-QM purchase lending. And I don't know what that means, so you're going to explain that. So I'm going to turn it over to you, John. Thanks.
Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate it. And thank you, everyone, for having me. It's great to meet you. I am local. I'm in Doylestown. We also have an office in Ardmore for anyone that does do business on the main line. Really happy to be here. I wanted to touch on one of our really kind of interesting products because I think it would fit the scenario that maybe some of you deal with. I know for me personally, I used to live in Philadelphia, and then we bought a house in Doylestown in 2021. This program that we have helps clients with their purchase and down payment assistance with a grant that we have through the Community Reinvestment Act, $6,500 in down payment assistance with no income limits. This is for somebody who would be eligible in a specific area in Philadelphia that they live. So I know that this is for Bucks County. You could have somebody who currently resides in Philadelphia, is looking to purchase in Bucks County. Even if they make more money than any other down payment assistance would allow, something like PHFA or KFIT, they can still do this program. They can get $6,500 in down payment assistance. At least one borrower must be a first-time home buyer. 3% minimum down payment is a conventional loan, not an FHA loan, and they have to currently reside in an eligible census tract. But basically, this is a free grant that they can get if they live in a specific MSA. And I think that it's one of those things that if it's available and it can help somebody out, even if they don't need it, who doesn't want a free grant for $6,500, depending on obviously if they live in a specific area. My contact information is listed right there. The cell phone is going to be the preferred method of communication. I'm rarely at my desk. And if you have any questions or if you have any buyers that you want to see if they qualify, if they currently where they rent or own in Philadelphia, if they qualify for this grant of $6,500, shoot me an email or shoot me a text. I can tell you in 2 minutes if they qualify with that residence. I'm also going to put my contact information in the chat as well. That way you guys will have it there. But that's all I got. Just wanted to be really quick. And again, thank you so much for the opportunity to present and speak to everybody. Thank you.
All right, Frank, you're up.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us today at lunchtime. It is a gorgeous day outside, so I can see why a lot of you don't have your cameras on because you're probably already outside enjoying this great weather. It's good to see so many familiar faces. There's a lot of faces that I don't know. And I just saw Larry Chaffetz pop up there. Larry had this amazing pickleball tournament yesterday that I'm still a little bit sore from. If you've never tried pickleball, it is definitely, it's much more fun than you expected it to be. So I've got a presentation that we're going to do on how Google can make your life so much easier and great ways to market your listings and get out there in social media. There will not be any test at the end of this. And in the PowerPoint presentation that we have, Lisa is going to send that out to everyone when it's all over. And there'll be live links in there that show you how to do everything step by step. There are videos, etc. So since we don't have too many faces shown, I was going to try to take a little poll to see how many people actually use Google and Google Suites now. Oh, there we go. Marcia does. All right. So one out of however many we have right now. Peter, of course. Peter helps out with technology and the tech committee. He's always coming up with great ideas, and he put forth some good ideas in our last tech meeting last month that you guys will see implemented moving down. So what I'll do is I will get right into the PowerPoint presentation here, and then we will get rolling. All right, share, let's lock and load. Let's see about slideshow. Oh my gosh, of course it's like over. All right, we are going to start this. So technology, real estate, mastering the power of Google. Like there are so many great things that Google has that is completely free. And we know that realtors don't like to pay for anything if they don't have to. And I would say over 90% of what Google does, you don't have to pay for. And it makes life so much easier. One of the first things we're going to talk about is setting up a Gmail account that you can access from anywhere, how to implement a Google Calendar so that you can synchronize with people on your team, with events that you're doing in your own personal life, with other collaborating efforts. You can put mortgage commitment dates, your contacts' birth dates, anniversary of their buying homes, and so on and so forth. And with Google Contacts, you can import your database from pretty much anything. Like I'm still a big Outlook user, and you can export your database from there. Depending on which brokerage you hang your hat with, they have these CRM tools, and you can pretty much export all of your contacts into Google seamlessly, and you can do thousands at a time. For those who don't know what a Google Drive is, your Google Drive is like having your computer with you anywhere you go. You don't have to worry about taking flash drives with you. You don't have to worry about anything. And you can store everything, every document, any PDF file, anything that you've ever done in real estate right there to access at the drop of a dime. You can put photographs in there. You have unlimited amounts of photographs that you can use. In Google Forms, like I like to create open house feedback forms. When you're doing an open house, you always tell people, hey, listen, you can help me do my job better. And if you wouldn't mind filling out this form, and you can just snap them out of form. And next thing you know, you can categorize their results and so on and so forth. You can Google your business. We'll talk about that, and then browser security. And then we're also going to get into Facebook marketing and how to put pictures up, and how to market yourself that way. So if you, like, I'm trying to talk to the lowest common denominator, because I know a lot of you already have Gmail addresses. So in case you haven't set up your Gmail account, and you can have a Verizon account, you can have a Comcast account, you can have wherever you get your email, you can create a Gmail account, and Gmail will push that email to your Gmail account, and you can have as many Gmail accounts as you want. You can have them for your personal reasons, you can have them for business, you can have them for any number of things. And then you can, when you set up your Gmail account in Google, you create these different folders where you're storing things, whether it's for different collaborative efforts, and you can create filters in there so that we all get more spam than we can contend with. You can create a filter inside of your Gmail that will automatically get rid of all of your spam, and you're not looking at 30,000 emails, which we all hate. So this is the step-by-step instruction on how to create a folder inside of Google's website. And then, like I was just saying, you can filter your inbox, whether it's for, you can put categories like mortgage, title, co-ops, buyers, sellers, past buyers, past sellers, where you organize your inbox however you see fit. But this whole create filter is a great tool for, like I said, getting rid of spam and just finding different, emails from clients that you want to talk to for specific reasons. Yeah, sometimes we send things that we don't mean to send, and there's means with which to get rid of those and undo emails that you've sent to people. Not for the, not for the high school stalkers on Facebook, mind you, but for in case you wanted to send a client a mortgage commitment and you send it to the wrong person, you can take that back with different settings on here. Let's talk about Google Calendar. Inside, you know what, let me take a break from this PowerPoint here and see if we can open up I want to share. When you're in Google over here, create, let's go. Hold on. Actually, we'll just go back to that. When you're in Google, when you open up a browser, it'll show you your Google Calendar, it'll show you your Gmail, it will show you your Google Drive, Google Slides, all of these things that you can utilize. Let's see if I can get one back here. I need to move this taskbar over. So when you open up your browser, you can come over here where you can see all of your Google tools, right? You have your Google Drive, you have your Gmail, you have all of these things all the way down to chat sheets, and you can even create Google phone numbers where you could have like 100 different phone numbers. You can have people calling on properties based on which property it is.
Frank, excuse me. We're still seeing the Google the PowerPoint at this moment.
Got it. All right, let's go into that screen right there. Where did I just put that? Is that all right? Are we okay? So we're seeing the Google screen now, right? And then, all right, so you have your Google apps right here on your browser when you open it up. And you can see, you can access your Google Drive, your Gmail, you can access every single aspect that Google has with your calendar, where you're coordinating your photos, where you throw them all in there. You can create documents and sheets, different Hangouts, and your Google Voice if you want to create different phone numbers, and they have different plans for personal and business. So, so you're never going to miss a call if you don't want to give out your personal cell phone information. So let's show you a quick aspect of the Google Drive, right? Google Drive hosts all of your files from now to, like everything that's ever been on your computer, and you can merge different drives. You can upload things directly from your email. You can send things there that you get sent to you. You can put presentations in there. You can put all of your agreements of sale in there. Let's say, for instance, has anyone seen the TV show The Goldbergs? There you go, Lisa. So I sold Bev Goldberg's house, like it's got to be like 15 years ago, and she just called me like a year ago. It's like, hey Frank, can you send me the pictures that you had from when we sold the house? So you go into your Google Drive and you type the address of the property. Come on. Right, 405 Newbold. That was the address of the property. And, and we can pull up all kinds of things from that sale, including all the pictures. So you have your entire arsenal of your library of everything that you've ever done work for right at your fingertips. And it can search by name. Like if you know like a word in a document, you can search that and it'll bring up that actual document. You don't have to remember what you called the file. you don't have to remember anything, but if you remember what's in it and you do a search for it, it'll bring that up automatically. As we can see, this is taking a little bit of time to load this. So it looks like we're
Frank,
almost.
excuse me, do you have to pay for this Google
No,
Drive?
this is free.
Okay, this is free, like Dropbox.
Yep.
Okay,
You get up to a certain amount of memory for free. You know, since I have had a Google Drive for approximately, I don't know, like 12, 13 years, the more and more I save, like I've actually added on that like now my family can have access and they can put their things on. So I do pay for the Google Drive now because of the amount of storage that I use. But I think you can get up to, I don't know, 10, 20 gigabytes free of charge. Okay, so we are going to, like I said, like at the drop of a hat, you can find your pictures, your flyers, your contracts, anything of that nature going back to that. So let's go back to new share. We're gonna go back. I'm sorry, what?
There's a question for you, if it's okay, or
Yeah.
it's from Marcia. When I put in an address for an appointment or event, it connects with Waze for the directions. I don't know if that's a question, Marcia, or just a comment. I wasn't sure if you were asking or you were just saying that's what happened.
No, just while Frank was talking about the calendar, I just wanted to comment about it because it's one of my favorite features.
Oh yeah, with the calendar, you can set it up to connect with your Waze in your, as soon as you get in your car, and it'll tell you when the best time for you to be leaving for that appointment is.
It's great.
And for anyone who isn't familiar with what Waze is a social media driven kind of Google Maps that give you live updated traffic. And my favorite part of it is it shows you where the police are hiding. So if you have a little bit of a lead foot like I do, it's a big help to
And camera lights too.
yeah, camera lights. If there's accidents, it'll show you where to reroute things. It shows you the fastest route to get to your destination at that particular moment in time. Like if you're like my mother, she always has her set ways to go a certain place and she will not delineate, but sometimes there's traffic, sometimes there's construction. We know Aqua PA is working on every road in Buxton, Montgomery County, it seems like. So whenever you need to get somewhere, I always put Waze in, even though I'm like Matt Mamet and know how to get there already. But at that moment in time, wherever the traffic is, wherever the police are hiding, you're going to be in great shape.
Frank, it's also important to note that Google bought Waze. They own that, so it's all integrated together.
All integrated,
and it's free.
Free is for me, just like realtors.
Wasn't
We
free,
always like things free.
It was $1.3 billion for free.
So going back to the PowerPoint presentation on, utilizing your calendar. It's great to put your clients' birth dates in there, their house anniversaries in there. And, like you can set reminders for it so that you don't miss it. And, I have a calendar set up for just me. I've got a calendar set up for our team in the office. I've got a calendar set up for the family so that you color coordinate these events. So this way, you can include the people that you want to include with different settings to make life easier. All right, let's go back. So for those people that do open houses a lot and you want to attract the leads for yourself, you can automate like a sign-in if you want for them. I have people send an email to, it's called kwOpenDocs.com, kwOpenDocs@gmail.com. So what I do is if someone comes to my open house, all they have to do is send an email to that email address. You can do it right now if you like, and you will be getting a link to my Google Drive that has the information, all the information on the property that you are at right then and there. You'll get the client copy of the MLS sheet. You will get a neighborhood report. you will get a copy of the seller disclosure form. If you partner with a lender like I have, you can put in your lender's, flyer on, like different programs that they have, whether it's an adjustable rate mortgage, fixed rate mortgage. And I give them different estimated closing costs at 10% down, 5% down, 20% down, and a copy of the disclosure. So they have all the information that they could possibly want, because people like to be armed with information. And then you now have their contact information, because when they send that email to you, now it's going to be in your database. Now it's going to go into the contacts. Now you can create like CRMs on how to communicate with them. You can tag them with like, this is a buyer, this is a future seller, this is, however you want to tag them. They're now in your system because they sent you an email. And I've got instructions on how to set these specific email addresses up, and it's all right here. So good way to retain people from an open house is always giving them the information that they want, and all you want from them is their email address and cell phone numbers so that you can do that. So if you want, feel free to send an email to kwopendocs@gmail.com, and you will get all the information from this property that we're doing an open house on this weekend at 1420 Centennial. All right, moving forward. Yeah, you can when you're in the CRM, you can pull everyone's information up and access it, and you organize your contacts by who they are in Google. Like, are they buyers? Are they sellers? Are they past buyers? Are they past sellers? Are they people who are looking? Are they people that are part of your affiliate marketing, your top, you can organize them by your top sphere of influence. Like, there are many ways to tag people so that when you want to do like emails and e-blasts, like you can be like, all right, listen, I want to send an email to all of my past clients to tell them like, now's the time to refinance. So then you have these tags in there in your contacts, you organize them, and next thing you know, they're getting information on how to refinance just for those specific people. Let's see, we talked about the Google Drive. Oh, so we have these Google Docs that you can create. So these are good for the agent on the go. Like, I like to get feedback from people who come to my listings. I always tell them, hey, listen, I promised the seller that I would get everyone's feedback, good, bad, or indifferent. Would you mind taking 2 minutes tomorrow and filling out this form? So you create these forms in there that don't cost anything to do, and you have them forever. And then when someone comes to the open, you can send this form to them to help you do your job better. And like, we've created forms that are like buyer questionnaires. So if you have a buyer that you want to meet with and they can't come into the office, and you're in a Starbucks right now and they're somewhere in Italy, you're like, oh my gosh, I forget what I like to ask them. Like, here's your form. You can fill out the form with your client's information, and next thing you know, it's stored away. And we do these things for listings as well. Listing questions, you want to find out more about the property. When you go, you just create these forms and you can send them to them, or you can fill them in yourself on how to get more information about your client and get them more information that they need. And this is a live link in here. It will show you how to create that. And if you start it at 1 minute and 10 seconds, it will show you exactly how to create those forms and sheets that I was just talking about. Anyone have any questions to this point? Lisa, are there questions in the chat that I should be answering just yet?
There are not, so.
All right.
Thank you.
So everyone has a basic idea of what, your Google Drive, your Google Forms, your Gmail address, and contacts. So moving ahead, you can set up business pages. Google reviews are the best reviews to get. Some people just get reviews by Zillow or realtor.com, and those things will disappear as Zillow disappears, or, if realtor.com isn't promoting on spidering websites. But if you have someone who gives you a Google review, like, that stays with you, and you can carry that into your other marketing forms. You can take those Google reviews to show people on your own website, on other websites that you create. And if you're ever going to get reviews from people, the best way to do it is through the Google reviews. And a lot of us are introducing social media into our marketing, our branding, like who you are. So I put together a list of tips to do these things. Two things that people really like to see are great pictures. I'm not a very good photographer. My wife will be the first one to tell everyone, like, he doesn't know how to frame, you're too tall, you don't get everything, you don't know how to soften the edges. So if you have professional photographers come out to your listings to take pictures, like, talk about your listings and what you have coming up on social media, and engage other agents that way. And you can do it both on your business Facebook or your personal Facebook, but make sure the pictures that you have are really high quality, because as we all know, like, people are judgy, and they might discount things that you are doing if the pictures don't look like they are a good representation of what can be done. There is Facebook Live, which is a great free tool, and you'd be amazed at how many people watch Facebook Live. So what Facebook Live is like, you have your Facebook open and you're going to go walk through one of your listings or a property that you're showing, and next thing you know, you can include an audience to come for that tour with you, where you're pointing out benefits about the house, benefits about the neighborhood, what you like, if you see knob and tube wiring. It engages them, and you become like the market area specialist that people are going to be looking up to you for your advice as you're peeking through homes. And you do the same exact thing with Facebook as you do with Instagram. Same thing, just make sure your pictures are good. You can put in links to virtual tours. You can put in links to events going on in the community. People might not want you to just constantly be talking about you, but if you engage people through social media on events that are going on in the communities that you are serving, you will definitely get a bigger following, more people involved. I've got next week an appointment to interview the chief of police at one of our local precincts, who has been doing a great job here, and we want to get some more social awareness for the good things that the leaders in our community are doing. And social media is the best way to promote them, and by helping them look good, you're looking good, and people will remember you that way. Yep, same things. This is just pretty much showing you how to implement your things onto Facebook and Instagram. And I think that is about it for me on this. And again, Lisa will be sending out this presentation. All the links are live, so you can feel free to ask me any questions. You can text, email, call, and we'll be happy to explain more things in greater depth for you. And then without further ado, let's give it to Tim.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity to work with everybody here. I'm just putting my contact information in the chat portion there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work with you folks and share with you information about one of my favorite things that I've been using for about 10 years now. It's Docusign. I used another service. There are other services out there, eSign Live and others, but this is a free service. And Lisa, correct me if I'm wrong on any of this stuff, that this is a free service for BCAR members. Is that an accurate statement?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure. So my hope for everyone is to, if you're not using Docusign, to please use it. You'll learn to love it. As with anything, there's some challenge to get started, but that's what we're working on right now to share with you. So this would be for the home screen. Now, mine might look a little bit different because mine's working with the insurance agency with which I work. They might be branded slightly differently for BCAR. But this is how this lays out when you open up. This is the home page. So you can choose to put your profile picture in there. Some people get scared when they see mine. They've said, "Oh my gosh, you have less hair than I do," or things like that. And I'm fine with that. But here's, as far as getting started, it's really simple. You can either, click on this button and
You're
send
not sharing, Tim?
Oh my gosh, my goodness. Oops, it's so much easier, better if I share. Thank you for the heads up. Where am I? There I am. Oh, here we go. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, my apologies. My apologies. So this is the home screen right here. My apologies there. So 99% of the time, you're going to be sending documents to people to sign. You have some legal document, you have an agreement of sale, something along those lines. But what I've done here is created just a sample of something we can do here. And this is really simple. It is drag and drop. So I have my folder here. You can use Word documents, you can use PDFs. 99% of what I do is a PDF. So what I can do is just show you, all you do is just simply drag from whatever location it is, you just drop it in there. And it just shows you it's creating an envelope. Really rather simple. What I'd like to do is I'm going to send this from me. So this is coming from me. And when I put my name in here, this means I have to do something within the document. I'm going to have to sign it or initial it or put in a checkbox, something along those lines. I'm also going to send it to an alternate email address so you can see how this works. Oops, just 1122 at yahoo.com. And Frank said he's going to be a guinea pig for me. So Frank Blumenthal, and it's Proud Twins Dad, is that correct? Okay. Twins Dad at Gmail, Frank? I'm sorry, is it Comcast? Thank you.
I do have a Gmail, but for that one, it's Comcast.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so right now there are going to be 3 recipients of this document. I'm sending it myself as Timothy Swartz, and here's my corporate. It's also going to go to my personal Yahoo account and then to Frank for signature as well. So then you have your message, and it could be, you could put anything as, it's just any email subject, sign in a document, you're signing your life away for this new property, whatever it might be. And then you could put in, you need to put some sort of message in here. Please sign, thanks, talk later, whatever it might be. So, and so next up, after you click next, what this is going to do is it's going to take you to create where things need to be signed. So from here, excuse me, if I want to just make sure that I have somebody's name in here properly, what I can do is I can drag from these various fields, standard fields over here on the left. And you can see over here, if I can minimize this over here. So if I had multiple documents, I could jump immediately to another document. And that's kind of a next step down the line. If you would like, I can help you with that later. So let's just start putting things in here. So I'm going to put this in as, as far as my date signed, I can put that right there. So that's real simple. And so initially, let's see which one. I have to go back. I apologize. Okay, I think this is for my Yahoo. So I want to quick check this, make sure, oops, cancel. I want to make sure, my apologies. I want to make sure I have the, which email address I'm working on here. Sorry, I want to do this. I want to make sure our who's who here. So I can do a quick, okay. All right, so Tim is my Yahoo. Okay, my apologies. So here we go. So I'm at this point here. And now I'm going to put in first for Tim. Then this is going to be my Yahoo account. So I can put my name in here and it's going to put in my full name, whatever it is. And that might just be to confirm this, information right here. The date I signed it, initials. Now, here's something you can do. It might be applicable, might not be to you, but what you can do is you can create a drop down. And what this will enable you to do is add options. So you can add an option here and you can say favorite color, blue, and then add another one, red, add another option, green. Oops, green. Okay. So you're all set for that. And if you click off it and then click back on, you can see that those numbers are set up, ready to go. Now, if you want to know what my Yahoo guy, Tim, has in the way of a pet, it's not, he's going to have to fill that in. Okay, so we put text there, and text, you can make that field. People can, when they get that, will put in whatever is necessary there. Now, you can also put in check boxes right here, and another one right here. So, and then they can choose which time they prefer to be called. And then they'll be able to check that item. Now, the other thing you could do is do options. So right here, and I want to add another one. So what this does is this gives me the opportunity to choose which option I like best. It's one of three. So this, then when it gets sent, now Yahoo Tim's going to figure that out and tell me which he likes best, which type of music. Okay. Then you also have here text. We've got a whole bunch of stuff, and this could be this might not be a short answer. So you can make this section as big as you want, and that text that'll fit in there, that'll wrap around and fill in this whole area. Okay. If you have any questions, please jump in, ask the question. Okay. Let's see, do I have it on there? Okay. All right. So we can then, let's say I wanted, or let's just finish this one up. Okay. And now I need a signature that Tim's kind of approving this, but let's just say, ooh, I forgot to add something here. So I can go to me as Tim Swartz, the insurance agent in this case, and I can do kind of free-form stuff here. And I can go, let's just put this, we can add text here. I'll just put a kind of a question, contribute $5, oops, to the food bank. And then I can shrink this up to fit there. And now I can go back to Yahoo Tim, and I can put approve. Oh, I spelled the wrong. That's a hard one. Or decline. Okay. So I can always go back and click in there and edit. Okay, so that could be for whatever purpose. Now, let me so all this is kind of showing up on, kind of half a screen here for me. I don't know exactly how it's set up for you. And you can always change the viewing percentage. So let's say I wanted to look at everything all at once on the whole page. In my case, I have to look at it at 75%. Now I have a 2-page document here, as you can see, and it's exactly the same, with the exception that I added this field right here for the contribute $5 to the food bank. So now I want to send the same thing to Frank, okay? And he's going to be on the second page. But what I could, so to make it simple, if I wanted just to copy all this stuff like this, I just highlight the whole area. I could just highlight a small area. Just go, oh, let's copy these. I can either do Control C or right click and copy. And then I just come down here and I click paste. And you just move that. Whoops. Oh no. Normally I want to do them all at once, but I accidentally clicked on it. So now I realize, oh man, all these fields have to be for Frank, not for me, because these are set for Tim. Yeah, this is Yahoo. I should have put that Yahoo Tim Swartz. So what I need to do is make some changes here. I'm going to pull that out, put Frank's full name there, and then date signed, get rid of this one, and then Frank's initial. Okay. Oops. Put that in there. And then similarly, in this case, how many blankets are on your bed? And he gets to choose whether it's checkbox 1 or, oops, checkbox for that second one right there. And then same with his favorite breakfast type. We do radio button, and that automatically gives you 2. You can add that third one. And now Frank has to choose what kind of breakfast he wants. And now, what television show? Describe your favorite television show. And again, you can make this as big as you want. You can, if you have a gigantic field you want to fill in, put that in there. Now I need a signature. Oops, that was initial. Signature. I did it again. Come on, signature. There we go. And I'm not going to switch this up for right now. Yahoo Tim will fill in because he knows Frank's favorite stuff there. Now, if I want to copy these down here, that food bank issue, and I definitely want that in for Frank's version. I'll copy that and paste it. Okay, but I need to change these up because this is Frank's decision whether he wants to make a contribution. So you can approve or decline. Okay, so in what this has done now is this has created the opportunity for 3 different people to sign a single document. So what will happen is I will show you on my end, and then Frank's going to do, I'm going to send it, Frank will sign his, and then what will happen next is I'll show you the final product of what happens on my end as the sender, and I'll also be able to show you the Yahoo Tim's view as well. Okay, Frank, you all set, ready to rock and roll? This is a real hard thing for you to do, I know. So what I do is real simple, just hit send. And now as the sender, it immediately goes, hey, do you want to sign it right now? Yeah, why not? So I'm gonna get in there, and then this populates, and it goes through, and then I'm gonna just continue here. And then what I tell people is this, and you can use this dopey thing that I love to say to people who are using Docusign for the first time. I tell them follow the yellow brick road, because you have these yellow blocks, and I call them yellow bricks. And when people get a giggle out of it, whatever, Wizard of Oz, whatever. What I tell people is hit start, and it takes you to where they need to be. Now, as the sender, I know what I have to do. I have to fill this in, and I already did it. I could always make an adjustment for this one, $10 at this point as this person who's filling this in. Do I want to make that $10? Fill that in. And now, as you saw, I rolled over there. It shows me it's required. So I have to fill that in. Now, there's nothing over here on the left side, yellow blocks. So follow the yellow brick road. Oh, but the road just took a little detour. It's up here. I just click finish. So as the sender in this case, that's superfluous for what we're doing here. So in my case, as the sender, I've completed my portion. Okay, so I'm just going to close this out. I don't need this right now. So now I'm going to jump over to my Yahoo account. Should be sitting here. Okay, there we go. Go away. So now as Yahoo Tim, I get this email. It says complete with Docusign, blah, 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 and the training. And this is really important. And I'll share some information with you as well at the end. This is what your customer client would see. They're going to get this email. And again, first thing, tell them follow the yellow brick road, and that is review the document. They click on that. And this is what populates for them. The first time someone uses Docusign, they get this pop-up that says, please read the electronics record and signature disclosure form. This is all part of the, I can't remember the name of the act that Bill Clinton signed in effect in 1996 that allowed for electronic signatures, things like that. So in short, yeah, I agree. Okay, you have to agree to that. And then again, follow the yellow brick road, continue. So now I'm required to fill this stuff in. So again, follow the yellow brick road, click the start button, and then initial yeah.
Tim, it's blank what we're seeing.
Oh, weird. It says it's sharing. Let me just quick.
Drafts up top on the far left.
Okay, let me try something. Sorry, shoot. Let me try this. Let's see, sharing. Let me just there. Why is it? I'm gonna stop sharing for a moment and then reshare. I'm not sure why, because I'm still sitting on my. That's weird. Okay, apologies. I'm gonna stop sharing for a moment here and then come back in. Sorry. Let's see. In my share. Come on, get off of there. Where is it now? That's really weird. What? I've got some odd. Are you seeing it now? Okay, cool. All right. So my apologies. And it pulled me back into that same spot there. Let me see if I can go try this differently. Do you have are you seeing my Yahoo, the review document portion right now? Okay, all right, my apologies. I'm going to share with this this option again. So I click review document. Okay, so then I click continue, follow the yellow brick road, and then I click start. And it's going to, if you see over here, it says initial. So guess what I have to do? Click initial. Now it's going to say, hey, we need to show what you want your signature to look like. I can just adopt this, this pre-filled signature and initial. Some people freak out about that. They're like, that's not my real one. That's okay. You want to have your own? You can draw your own. And you can just do that if you want. Or you can just go back here. So, or you can upload, if somebody has an image of their signature and initials, you can do that as well. So I'm just going to stick right here with the dot and initial, which is what most of my clients do. So boom, it's initialed that. Now I've got that drop down. My favorite color is blue. Okay, my pet's name is Sweetie Pie. It really isn't, but that's a whole different thing. All right, and select option, and it says optional there. I prefer morning. Do I have to select optional? I don't have to do anything because it said optional. Choose, okay. Required, so I'm gonna go there, and oops, my apologies. There's, okay, there we go. All right, there we go. I'm going there. Now this is required, so I have to fill in something here. Ask wilderness. Okay, and I could fill in as much as I want in here. Oregon Trail, whatever it might be. Okay, I filled that in. Click the yellow button to take me to the next one. Required to sign here. And remember, when I was up on the initial, it created my initials and pre-filled my signature. So now I just click on this and it throws it in there. And do I want to contribute money to the food bank? I'll approve that. And this is optional. I don't have to do that, because you can see required, and that's optional. Okay. And then once I'm done, I just click finish. Oops. And then it goes, oh wait, you didn't finish this part. Okay. So it automatically pushes you to the spot that you missed. So as you can see, Frank's name was put in here, or put his initials in there. And again, I know Frank's favorite color is red, and his pet's first name is Stinky Pie. So I'm all done there. Frank signed here, and then I go scroll all the way down to the bottom. If I look, and if I click finish and I haven't done it, it will pop me to the spot that I didn't complete. But so let's see what happens. Did I do them all? It looks like I did them all. So it's going to roll, and it gives the customer then an opportunity to create an account. If they want to, they can. If they don't have to. And you can save a copy of the document immediately by clicking on this button right here. And then it'll pull down. If you have combined PDF is if you have multiple documents and put them all into one single document, it's all right there. Or if you have 5 different documents, certain requirements that I have. So if I write insurance for ABC Insurance Company and then write for AAA Insurance Company for another policy, I don't want to put them together because those applications have to go separately to those companies. In this case, we're only doing one document, so you could do either. It doesn't matter. So in this case, I don't need a copy of this nonsense that Insurance Tim sent me. So as you see, you're finished signing. So now as the customer, I come back to my inbox, and this is what I get. I can view my completed documents from that email. And now this is what I see. All right. There's Yahoo Tim's. I should have done that. And then you have Frank's stuff. Everybody's signature's in there. It's all done. It's clean. It's tidy. Now, as the sender for this, you can see I've sent out some other DocuSigns earlier. I'm sorry, are you seeing my Outlook right now? My apologies.
No, we're just seeing
Okay,
the
all right.
same document.
Okay, let me just switch my, thank you for that info.
Just so you know, we have like 2 or 3 minutes left.
Right, I'm gonna bang that out. I don't know why it won't let me just quickly unshare. Stop share. I'm gonna try to get there. Quickly share back over here. Share screen. And where's my, here we go. Share. Okay. And should be showing my Outlook. There we go. Okay. So this is what I see on my end. This is the completed document. It's the same exact thing that I had on my Yahoo. So it's really, and it's coming. I don't know why it's being a little sluggish, but it's really simple. And then all you do is just download it, save it, and you have everything in hand. You don't need to get ink on anything. You don't need to get it on your fingertips. You don't need to, anything like that. So this is a really fantastic way to maximize your time and effort and not have to use paper and get a paper cut and then a staph infection. So this is why I love Docusign. And I have Lisa, if you want to share after we're done, kind of that document that I sent you for the, where I might be able to attach it for the.
We are going to share it. Siobhan actually sends out that communication.
Oh, okay. All right.
So it'll be by the end of the day. It'll be your document and Frank's PowerPoint.
Okay, fantastic. It's kind of a quick little kind of step-by-step view of things, because you will get phone calls from customers who go, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. And it's kind of as simple as I could make it, a walkthrough for people who are technophobic. This will make your life a lot easier. So that's it. Again, I'm Tim Swartz with AAA Insurance in Warrington, and I can help with Docusign or insurance. Thank you so very, very much. Any questions?
Peter McDonald had put something. I don't know if everyone got to see it. It's Peter, what did you put? It's how you can present the results to your seller graphs. And then Peter also sent a PDF version if you don't have Google Forms. And again, we just want to thank everyone for attending today. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, everyone who participated. And our next series is June 15th on Canva, using Canva for marketing. And also that's part 1, and June 22nd is part 2. So look on our website and you'll see the way to register. And thanks again for coming, everyone, and have a great rest of your beautiful day.
Thanks, Frank. Thanks, Tim.
Thank you.
Great job, Tim. Great job, Lisa, Anne-Marie, Siobhan, everyone at BCAR. We always appreciate all your help.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.